Psalm 11. To the choir master, over the octave, a psalm of David. Lord, come to my rescue. Piety is dead. In a base world, true hearts have grown rare. None but exchanges empty forms of speech with his neighbor. Everywhere false hearts and treacherous lips. Those treacherous lips, that tongue with high-sounding phrases. Lord, rid the earth of them. With our tongues they say we can do great things. Our lips are good friends to us. We own no master. Now, says the Lord, I will bestir myself on behalf of the helpless who are so ill used, of the poor who cry out so bitterly. I will win them the redress they long for. The promises of the Lord are true metal, like silver that is tested in the crucible, the stains of earth gone, 7 times refined. Yes, Lord, Thou wilt watch over us and keep us ever safe from these evil days. See how the wicked come and go all around us, how they rise to greatness, this base breed of men. Psalm 12. To the choir master, a psalm of David. Lord, must I still go all unremembered? Must thy look still be turned away from me? Each day brings a fresh load of care, fresh misery to my heart. Must I be ever the sport of my enemies? Look upon me, O Lord my God, and listen to me. Give light to these eyes before they close in death. Do not let my enemies claim the mastery, my persecutors triumph over my fall. I cast myself on thy mercy. Soon may this heart boast of redress granted. Sing in praise of the Lord, my benefactor. Psalm 13. To the choir master of David. There is no God above us, is the fond thought of reckless hearts. Warped natures everywhere and hateful lives. There's not an innocent man among them. The Lord looks down from heaven at the race of men to find one soul that reflects and makes God its aim. But no, all have missed the mark and rebelled against him. An innocent man is nowhere to be found. What, can they learn nothing, all these traffickers in iniquity, who feed themselves fat on this people of mine, as if it were bread for their eating, and never invoke the Lord's name? What wonder if fear unmans them when the Lord takes the part of the innocent? Easily you thought to outwit the friendless. See, the Lord is his refuge. Oh, that it might dawn over Sion, Israel's deliverance. Day of gladness for Jacob, day of Israel's triumph, when the Lord restores the fortunes of his own people. Psalm 14, a psalm of David. Who is it, Lord, that will make his home in thy tabernacle? Rest on the mountain where thy sanctuary is. One that guides his steps without fault, and gives to all their due. One whose heart is all honest purpose, who utters no treacherous word, never defrauds a friend, or slanders a neighbor. He scorns the reprobate, keeping his reverence for such as fear God, and is true, come what may, to his pledged word. Lends without usury, and takes no bribe to condemn the innocent. He who so lives will stand firm forever. Psalm 15, a miktam of David. Keep me safe, Lord, I put my trust in thee. The Lord, whom I own as my God, confess that in him is all my good. There are faithful souls in this land of his. Wondrous delight he gives me in their companionship. What do they do but lay up fresh store of sorrows that betake themselves to alien gods? Not with these will I pour out the blood of sacrifice. I will not take forbidden names on my lips. No, it is the Lord I claim for my prize, the Lord who fills my cup. Thou and no other wilt assure my inheritance to me. Portion is none were more to my liking. Welcome the lot's choice. Blessed be the Lord who schools me. Late into the night my inmost thoughts chasten me. Always I can keep the Lord within sight. Always he is at my right hand to make me stand firm. Glad and merry am I, heart and soul of me. My body too shall rest in confidence that thou wilt not leave my soul in the place of death, or allow thy faithful servant to see corruption. Thou wilt show me the way of life. Make me full of gladness in thy presence. At thy right hand are delights that will endure forever. Psalm 16, a prayer of David. Lord, to my just complaint give ear. Do not spurn my cry for aid. Listen to this prayer of mine. They are no treacherous lips that make it. At thy judgment seat I claim award, unerring thy scrutiny. Wilt thou read my heart, drawing near in the darkness to test me as if by fire? Thou wilt find no treachery in me. Never have these lips been led astray by man's evil example. Still to thy law's pattern thy warnings kept me true. Still in thy paths my steps were firmly planted, my feet did not stumble. And now I cry to thee, the God who ever hearest me, turn thy ear towards me and listen to my plea. Thy mercy, thy signal mercy show. None ever sought sanctuary at thy right hand in vain. Protect me as thou wouldst the apple of thy own eye. Hide me under the shelter of thy wings, safe from the evildoers who wrong me. See how my enemies close about me mercilessly, their hearts shut to pity, a boast on their lips. Even now their stealthy tread closes in on me, as they watch their opportunity to bring me down. Treacherous as a lion that is eager for its prey, a young lion that waits hidden in its lair. Bestir thyself, Lord, forestall him and throw him to the ground. Bear thy sword and save me from the evildoer. Raise thy hand to rescue me from the hands of mortal men. Mortal men indeed that have all their portion here on earth, whose desires thou dost satisfy with treasures from thy store, so that their children too live in abundance and leave riches for new heirs to enjoy. As for me, I will come with upright heart into thy presence, and when I wake up, I shall be well content with thy likeness. Psalm 17. To the choirmaster of David, the servant of the Lord. He addressed to the Lord the words of this song on the day when God delivered him from the hand of Saul, and from the hands of all his enemies, as follows. Shall I not love thee, Lord, my only defender? The Lord is my rock fastness, my stronghold, my rescuer. To God my hiding place I flee for safety. He is my shield, my weapon of deliverance, my refuge. Praised be the Lord. When I invoke his name, I am secure from my enemies. All about me surged the waves of death. Deep flowed the perilous tide to daunt me. The grave had caught me in its toils. Deadly snares had trapped my feet. One cry to the Lord in my affliction, one word of summons to my God, and he from his sanctuary listened to my voice. The complaint I made before him found a hearing. Earth thereupon shivered and shook. The very foundations of the hills quailed and quaked at his anger, at the fiery smoke that breathed from his mouth and nostrils, kindling coals to flame. He bade heaven stoop, and came down to earth with a dark cloud at his feet. He came, cherub mounted, borne up on the wings of the wind, shrouded in darkness, canopied with black rainstorm and deep mist. Then while coals were kindled at the brightest as he came, the Lord sent his thunder from heaven, the Most High let his voice be heard. How they scattered when he rained down his arrows on them, how they fled in confusion before the volleys of his lightning. The sea's bed came to light, the very foundations of the world were laid bare, when thou didst threaten them, Lord, when thou didst blow upon them with the breath of thy anger. Then he reached down from heaven, caught hold of me, rescued me from that flood, saved me from triumphant malice, from the enemies that held me at their mercy. Evil days when they faced me at every turn, yet the Lord stood by me, and brought me out into freedom again. His great love befriended me. So for my faithfulness the Lord would requite me. As he sees me guiltless in act, he would make return. Have I not kept true to the Lord's paths? Have I not been ever loyal to my God? No law of his, but I have kept it before my eyes. No task he laid upon me have I refused. Ever stainless in his presence, ever watchful to keep myself clear of guilt, ever faithful, ever guiltless in act, the Lord has requited me. Lovingly wilt thou treat those who love thee, with a loyal keep troth. Pure of heart, the pure of heart shall find thee, the cunning thou wilt overreach. To humble folk thou wilt bring deliverance, the proud with their haughty looks thou wilt bring down to earth. It is thou, Lord, that keepest the lamp of my hope still burning, shinest on the darkness about me, O my God. In thy strength I will engage a host of the enemy, in my God's strength I shall leap over all their defenses. Such is my God, unsullied in his dealings, his promises are like metal tested in the fire. He is the sure defense of all who trust in him. Who but the Lord is God? What other refuge can there be except our God? It is he that girds me with strength, bids me go on my way untroubled. He makes me sure-footed as the deer and gives me the freedom of the hills. These hands through him are skilled in battle. These arms are a match for any bow of bronze. Thy saving power, Lord, is my defense. Thy right hand supports me. Thy tender care fosters me. Through thee my steps are untrammeled as I go. My tread never falters. I can overtake the enemies I pursue and never turn home till I have made an end of them. I can beat them to their knees and hurl them down at my feet. Thou girdest me about with a warrior's strength. Whatever power challenges me, thou dost subdue before me, putting my enemies to flight and throwing all their malice into confusion. Loudly they cry out to the Lord, bereft of aid, but he makes no answer to their cries. I can crush them to pieces like the dust which the wind blows along. I can trample them down like mire from the streets. Nor was it enough of domestic broils to rid me. A world should be my vassal. New realms should pay me homage, quick to do my bidding. See where they come, the alien-born, come slinking out of their strongholds, pale of cheek to cringe before me. Blessed be the living Lord who is my refuge. Praised be the God who delivers me. It is thou, my God, that bringest me redress, that bendest peoples to my will, that savest me from the spite of my enemies, so that I am high above the reach of their assaults, proof against their violence. Then, Lord, I will give thee thanks in the hearing of all the nations, singing in praise of thy name. Victory thy mercy grants to the king thou hast anointed, to David and David's line forever. Psalm 18, to the choir master, a psalm of David. See how the skies proclaim God's glory, how the vault of heaven betrays his craftsmanship. Each day echoes its secret to the next. Each night passes on to the next its revelation of knowledge. No word, no accent of theirs that does not make itself heard, till their utterance fills every land, till their message reaches the ends of the world. In these he has made a pavilion for the sun, which comes out as a bridegroom comes from his bed, and exults like some great runner who sees the track before him. Here at one end of heaven is its starting place, and its course reaches to the other. None can escape its burning heat. The Lord's perfect law, how it brings the soul back to life. The Lord's unchallengeable decrees, how they make the simple learned. How plain are the duties which the Lord enjoins. The treasure of man's heart, how clear is the commandment the Lord gives, the enlightenment of man's eyes. How sacred a thing is the fear of the Lord, which is binding forever. How unerring are the awards which the Lord makes, one and all giving proof of their justice. All these are more precious than gold, than a hoard of pure gold, sweeter than the honey dripping from its comb. By these I thy servant live, observing them how jealously. And yet, who knows his own frailties? If I have sinned unwittingly, do thou absolve me. Keep me ever thy own servant, far from pride. So long as this does not lord it over me, I will yet be without fault. I will yet be innocent of the great sin. Every word on my lips, every thought in my heart, what thou wouldst have it be, O Lord, my defender, my redeemer. Psalm 19, to the choir master, a psalm of David. The Lord listen to thee in thy time of need. The power of Jacob's God be thy protection. May he send thee aid from his holy place, watch over thee there on Mount Sion. May he remember all thy offerings and find savor in thy burnt sacrifice. May he grant thee what thy heart desires, crown thy hopes with fulfillment. So may we rejoice at thy deliverance, rallied in the name of the Lord our God. Abundantly may he grant thy prayer. Shall I doubt that the Lord protects the king he has anointed? Will listen to him from his sanctuary in heaven? Is not his right hand strong to save? Let others talk of horses and chariots. Our refuge is the name of the Lord our God. Stumbled and fallen they, while we stand firm on our feet. O Lord, save the king, and hear us in the hour when we call upon thee. Psalm 20, to the choir master, a psalm of David. Well may the king rejoice, Lord, in thy protection. Well may he triumph in thy saving power. Never a wish in his heart hast thou disappointed, never a prayer on his lips denied. With happy auguries thou dost meet him on his way, dost set a crown of pure gold his head. Prays he for life? Long continuance of his reign thou dost grant him, to last unfailing till the end of time. Great is the renown thy protection has won for him, glory and high honor thou hast made his, an everlasting monument of thy goodness, comforted by the smile of thy favor. He stands firm, trusting in the Lord. The favor of the Most High is with him. Ay, but thy enemies, they shall feel thy power. That right hand will not leave their malice unpunished. At thy frown they will wither away like grass in the oven, whirled away by the Lord's anger, burnt up in its flames. Thou wilt rid the land of their breed. Their race will vanish from the world of men. See how all their false designs against thee, all their plots come to nothing. Thou wilt rout them, bent as thy bow to meet their onslaught. Stand high above us, Lord, in thy protecting strength. Our song, our psalm, shall be of thy greatness.